Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. I hope you enjoy your Sunday and we take a look at the Bitcoin chart. Bitcoin's price hasn't really moved since yesterday. On the weekend, we typically expect slow price action. I think last weekend was a bit of an exception. But obviously, even though last weekend did lead eventually to a breakout here, we're basically at the same point, so it was nothing sustainable. That's often what happens on a weekend, you just don't have that volume and then it breaks down again. So we're basically in the same situation now that we were in last Sunday, sort of, yeah. So price hasn't really changed for a week. It just did lead to some volatility here short term, but we did not have a decisive breakout. So the market is still very undecided. That is key. That's important to understand. So the market will need to make that decision here, what's going on. What we can do is to understand what are the scenarios, okay, for the decision that Bitcoin will take. So obviously we don't know if the bulls or the bears are going to win. I can tell you that my preferred option is the yellow wave count, but the market doesn't really care about what I prefer. I just find it clearer, this pathway to the downside. And the thing is, if it doesn't go down now, there's still that risk that after one more high, it will break down, okay? So from that point of view, I always like to get things finished. So either we go down now or after one more high, those are my preferred options. However, the thing is, if we get one more high into the 30K region, then we have 5 waves up, okay? Then we have 5 waves up, and then we can already work with those 5 waves. And even though the yellow wave count with more downside potential will probably remain the preferred option, we can add here a support area to the chart towards the end of a wave 2 pullback, which would be a corrective pullback. So if we get 5 waves up, we can at least work with it and focus on a potential 3-wave corrective pullback in which the market will have a chance to hold a higher low. And if that is the case, we have a valid long trade setup towards the 40 to 50K regions. So yeah, the market is undecided, and we talked about this region for a while, and we talked about, okay, if we break to the upside, which the market did last Sunday, then we will be in no man's land for a little while until the market has filled in 5 waves up and ideally 3 waves down, because then at least we have clarity. Okay, so the key breakout point to the upside is the 78.6 retracement level, which is 28,300, because above that level, the downside path will get less likely. The situation is that the move to the downside appears to be a 5-wave move, which is why I like to focus on the yellow wave count. On the flip side, I do recognize that the price failed to follow through on 2 bearish setups this week. I mean, they worked, the market reacted, but the market snapped back very quickly. Typical whipsaw price action. And that typically indicates that the market wants to do all those things at once. So the market really has not decided. So that's what the market will have to tell us. We just have to be a little bit patient in this range, wait for the market to decide us. And it's critical that you understand that the market doesn't really know where it wants to go. Because if you don't observe that and recognize that, you may get caught up in this fight between the bulls and the bears. So the fact that Bitcoin or the bears did not follow through on the bearish setups, even though they were successful initially, makes me think that maybe the bulls take the lead here. They might take the lead, and they might take the price to that 30K region. Those are the 2 scenarios that we need to watch for. So a break below the Friday low, followed by a break, so that was 27,200, followed by a break below 27K, the last swing low here, which was basically the beginning of the breakout last week. That would indicate further that the yellow wave count here is in control and that the bears are in control, and it can take us down to 24 and then 22K. If we get a breakout above the 78.6 retrace, the yellow wave count, at least the more imminent downside path highlighted in the yellow, in the 5 yellow waves here, yeah, a break above that level will make this wave count less likely. Still though, after the next high, the yellow wave count will have a chance to put a top in place and could attempt to restart the downside move. Just need to be prepared for that. So these are the 2 scenarios, pretty much in no man's land at the moment. You see it in the price action. The market isn't decided. The bulls and the bears are fighting in this region. So just be very much aware of it, and we just have to be a little bit patient and let the market tell us what's going on. We have the next target, so to the upside it should take us to 30k next in the fifth wave. To the downside we have support at 27k, then here this last swing low at 26k, and then 25.3k. These are the next supports, but eventually in the yellow wave count, the market should go lower. So yeah, the market should go lower eventually and finish off this entire correction. So I always like to get the things done directly. So this movement done directly instead of going up and then still risking of going down. But obviously we talked about it on the daily time frame that there is this head and shoulders that is potentially emerging on the daily time frame. And yeah, so again, my commentary has remained very consistent over the last couple of months. Or even longer, we need 5 waves up and 3 waves down. And only then we have clarity that we will go to around about 40k, 50k. Until then, you know, such a corrective rally like a B wave in yellow can always extend higher, of course, you know, but it's just very choppy. It's just not a clear downside structure, downside bottoming structure that we've had there. And someone asked me if I considered a leading diagonal to the upside in 5 waves. And that's exactly what we have here. You know, this is a potentially leading diagonal in 5 waves that if finished could count as a wave 1 and the move down as a wave 2. But I need to see it filled in. Until then, other scenarios for me are more likely. Yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Today, in today's member live stream, we're going to talk about how to trade a 4th and 5th wave. So just a bit of education, how to practically apply Elliott Wave, and we cover some member requests. I do regularly get requests here on YouTube about coins that we don't cover on YouTube, but we do cover some requests in the Sunday member live stream. So if you're interested in joining, you can put those requests in. If we have time, we cover them in on the Sunday live stream. Always give our best there. And also, yeah, check out the membership if you're interested in live chat room access, educational content, and short-term market updates. Plus, we launched the stocks and S&P 500 service this week. So if you're interested in daily S&P updates, we have sort of integrated the NASDAQ now as well, even though that's not updated that regularly. Plus regular updates about 20 stocks. Then check out that service. You can find the link, the Patreon link, in the video description. And yeah, enjoy your Sunday. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.